Hello and welcome to the 2023 Strait Burnie 10. It's the 39th edition of this famous race and we're calling it Australia's premier community running event. After the drama of last year with Jack Rayner breaking the Australian record here of running 27 minutes and 43 seconds, he returns along with 2,300 others lining up across our three events. We'll throw now to Sean Tisdale and Grant Penny in the commentary box.
These are the real pointy end, the elite field that we've got for the 2023 Strait Burnie 10, of course, highlighted, of course, by last year's winner in Jack Rayner, who set that amazing time. Yeah, and then, of course, the women's field, perhaps not as strong in depth, but certainly at that pointy end, highlighted, of course, by last year's winner in Caitlin Adams. She's come back to try and get a second Burnie 10 to her name, but, of course, we welcome for the first time Sinead Diver. They'll come out of the main street of Wilson Street of Burnie, take a left turn, and then past that Wivenhoe showground there. You can see that just on the sea edge there of a popular place for the Burnie show, and just the relaxed nature of a experienced pro runner like Jack Rayner. Looks like he's just relaxing there. He's not stressed at all. Perhaps some of the athletes around him might be a little bit more nervous as they go along. A lot of relaxed faces there. Good to see, Sean.
Yeah, a lot of relaxed faces.
And off they go. Normally we hear a horn or some sort of gun. I think Welshie's strong voice got them started, and there they go. The 2,000 or so competitors here in this race, 2,200 across the three events here today. The Strait Burnie 10's underway. And there's the women. They're sort of mixed in with all the male athletes, perhaps just a little bit below the elite category. I do see Grant Page there, and I see Aaron Harvey, two well-known Tasmanian athletes in the blue singlets there. They're getting closer and closer to the turn point. So for some of those athletes that are in the early stage of this 10K thinking, oh, yeah, I'm only just sort of getting into it, these guys are getting pretty close now, not too far away from making a turn. It really does make you appreciate how elite these runners are, how strong they are to hold these fast paces for an extended period of time. And go out on the track and try and run 65, 66 seconds for a 400 metres, and then you'll work out how quick they can maintain this elite pace for.
And the ladies just passed the 3K mark there, about 14 seconds behind the race record, which is extremely quick. We've got to remember this race record set in 1999. It's been around for a very long time. We've had some great athletes come down. Jen Gregson, Caitlin Adams, our Australian all-comers record holder Leanne Pompiani.
We're seeing something really happen here in the men's now. So you can see this young runner in Dale Carroll, I think fairly young. I haven't yet only fairly new to the sport of distance running. He's really finding it hard. The experience of Rayner, 27 years old, been around the world, run at the elite level, a half marathon Commonwealth Games champion. Diver, as you mentioned, Sinead, has really stretched away now as she looks like a clear leader in the women's race. So two fairly clear, strong leaders. She's still using the pace of two local athletes. Max Green there in the green singlet with Grant Page.
And we're about to get underway in the Elphinstone 5K run.
Yeah, big thank you to the Elphinstone group, Dale Elphinstone there.
She actually looks like she's starting to move away and looks like she's moving really well. And obviously her preparation for the Olympics will be a little bit different. Almost guaranteed her Olympic spot. It'd take three ladies to break the Australian record, her Australian record to boot her out.
And I'm sure she doesn't like this being mentioned, but 46 years of age, unbelievable. Rayner's probably going up, probably the second last tough part of the course here. He'll make a right turn very shortly. And coming up towards this main crowd that's been watching here in Wilson Street.
But it's so good to see so many people with prams, people on crutches out there having a go, just getting out there and supporting a community event. And what a fantastic event it is. It's unlike any other. It starts right in the middle of the town. It runs out, it runs back.
A huge performance from Rayner, nevertheless. You still have to turn up and get the job done, and he's done very, very comfortably today.
Yeah, and he's done that well. And as we said, it's just that about being an elite athlete. He turned up, he was calm, he took control of the race, and he's executed it well. And it's not a race record, as we said. It's not close to his race record, but he does need to come here. He does need to do a job, and as he crests that hill, I think he's going to feel a hell of a lot better coming up over this hill. And he salutes the crowd, and we can see the Strait tape there, and he's going to come in and he's going to take that down.
They certainly probably set the race up in the early stages and just comfortably taken it out here. So Rayner's probably just going to fall outside 29 minutes, but a dominant performance from Jack Rayner.
And back to back he goes. Back in the camera again. He's got his money's worth today, Pagey, and we thank him once again for the start-finish towers that he built. But as the elite men roll over, and Sinead, she'll be making that turn. As you can see, a little grimace on the face as they go up those hills. Pagey's kicked away there. And Finlay, Chris, we mentioned him before. He was at 33. That's a massive PB. That's a minute off his PB. And here's our winner, Sinead Diver. Done it really, really well. She spoke about it, how it was going to go, that race to the 5K, and then a really strong finish, and she's been able to do that. And we'll see now where Caitlin's got to. I know that it's been a lot of travel for Caitlin, over to Europe, back from Europe, over to Europe, so that might have been taken a little bit out of her as well.
It actually pulled up pretty well. Like, I think, last year I had an extra week between Melbourne and this race, so it was, a tiny bit less, but no, still felt pretty good out there today. Maybe went a little bit too hard towards the start, the first half, but still made it home.
And what was it like out on the course? I mean, beautiful conditions today. I mean, the streets are alive. We've got 600 more entries than last year. Did you feel a vibe out there?
Oh, of course, after the turnaround, the whole way back was people cheering, so very appreciative for that, and then hope everyone had a perfect day out there.
Dubbed a duel between you and Caitlin. That's how it panned out early on. You had a bit of a pack with the boys, bit of a tailwind on the way out. Must have been feeling good.
Yeah, feeling great on the way out. I was like, this is perfect. I didn't really realise we had a tailwind. I thought it was just quite still, and I thought, I'm going pretty fast. This is awesome. Then turned at the 5K. I was like, oh, that's why. But myself and Caitlin ran together pretty much, I think, for 4K roughly. And then I got a little gap on her and just tried to hold that.
Congratulations, our 2023 Strait Link Burnie 10 champion. Finally, on the third attempt, Sinead Diver. Well done.
Fantastic to hear from Sinead there, and you might have picked up that Irish accent that you could hear from her. And she's originally from Ireland, been living out here for a lengthy period of time, had dual citizenship for a while, and ran an Olympic qualifier, and then Ireland weren't going to select her, and she chose Australia, and aren't we thankful? She's now our marathon record holder, Oceania record holder, and she doesn't like this being mentioned, and we'll just throw it out there quickly. She's actually a 4-time age group world record holder. Yeah,
the over 40 10K, when I doubt there's any mums out there who are capable of going anywhere near that. But great that Ireland's probably poor decision not to select her. We've been the beneficiary of that big time, and she is defying the ageing process. Sinead Diver is the local athletes. Look at them there, the man with the knees heavily strapped there, and they're going to probably just get him across the line, but lots of personal challenges and efforts being achieved here today in the 10K and the 5K. They're all intermingled now. The Elphingston 5K race and the 10K Strait Link Burnie 10, they're all finishing off, and mums and dads and getting all involved, and it's just a great sight to see so many people enjoying their running.
Yeah, and as you said, it's a lot about a personal challenge. We talk about the race record and the course record and all comers and those. For these people, it's about what is your PB and can you beat that out here, and that's what makes running so great. It doesn't matter who you are or what your fastest time is. You get an opportunity, in Tasmania with 3 premier events: Hobart Run, the Bridge 10K, the Lonnie Running Festival, where you've got the half or the 10 or the 5, and here in Burnie where they've got the 10 and the 5, to go out there and beat a PB and try and improve yourself, and that's just fantastic for the community to get involved.
And I understand that what do you call the fun run pass thing is still in effect, with of course epic events, offering those sort of 3, like you mentioned, those 3 major races in Burnie, Run the Bridge in Hobart, and of course the Lonnie Running Festival. So for those that love their fun running, they can I think log on to a website somewhere and get themselves a discounted entry for all 3 events.
Yeah, and it's that early entry, so you're getting a discount on the early entry fee. You get your name on your bib, which is, some people really love that and find it really prestigious, as young Edward rolls past with his name on his bib, which is nice to see. That is there, and obviously those dates are set, and I think there's going to be an announcement tomorrow around the date for this next year as well.
Oh, right, awesome. So a big year next year for, of course, the Burnie 10, the 40th edition, one of the races that has held its own in Australian distance running, and we've mentioned all those famous faces over many, many years that have come down and have got their name on the honour board for the Burnie 10, both men and women. But as far as the locals go, here we go, get the old sign out. That's good to see, supporting your athlete or the person who said I'm going to do the 10K. I'll be out there with a big sign, so that's always good to see.
And it's a really good time to obviously thank Strait Link as our major sponsor for this event. They do a fantastic job. They were holding the tape there as the elite athletes come over the line, but you can't do it without those major sponsors.
Big thank you to Strait Link, and these events definitely don't happen without the support of sponsors. And they've been behind this event for a number of years now, and I'm sure they'll be looking to support it again in 2024 with the 40th edition of the Burnie 10. So 5K and 10K finishes still coming down Wilson Street, or just tackling that last little bit of the hill past the council chambers. That originally, I think for a number of years, was the start line. Sean, they have moved it back and forth a few times, but I do like the start and finish being right in the centre of Burnie.
Yeah, I think it's a really good initiative to have it in the centre of town. It gives us a really good place to have a community hub, and as we mentioned, the street party, you can start to hear the music starting to go for that street party, and it just gives it a really good vibe in the middle of town, and people can get out and line the streets and support and make sure that they are involved in a community event like this.
So the 46 minutes, so that's for our 10K runners. The 5K clock, of course, not being displayed on our screen as it started about 20 minutes after the 10K.
And 46 minutes, this is still, these are under 5-minute Ks. This is around your 4:45 mark per kilometre, so it's a really good effort. And I don't know who designed the course, but absolutely brutal finish here, coming up that hill. It's not an easy way to finish a course, but you would hope you've got something left in the tank, because otherwise that could be a killer to come up that.
I'm sure lots of people who tuned into our live stream are seeing people they know coming up the course.
And I can't wait to see, there's usually some people dressed up, so we're still waiting on those. They dress up in costume and get themselves out there. The sun's out. It's not a great day if you're going to dress up in costume with that sun being out, but hopefully we'll see a few of those. And I don't know how it goes pushing a pram, Grant, in a race, but that can't be easy to finish up this hill.
Yeah, absolutely. But I, for a number of years, did the Run for the Kids event in Victoria, and I used to always, that's 14 kilometres, in Victoria, and used to love seeing the first pram. It was generally being pushed along by quite an elite runner, and they can really get moving along the road. And some of these modern technologies we get with the prams now, they can fly along next to the keen mum or dad that still does their distance running. But so many Tasmanians, perhaps a lot of interstaters have come down for this race, and great to see them all enjoying their Burnie 10 of 2023.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see, and the camera guys out there taking photos. It's amazing to see them getting out to help with all the people. They get gifts, souvenirs there that they can take away, and so many young kids. This will be maybe the start of their running career. We might see, our next Stewie McSwain on the roads here at Burnie today, coming over the start-finish line. There'll be people out there walking the 5K, and it might take them an hour. Or there might be people out there who've walked the 10K, and it might take them an hour and 45 minutes. But it's just fantastic to see so many people getting out, and the Wilson Street's just going to be full of people finishing races. That corner's not going to go quiet for a long time, Grant.
And this street party, which is a brand new initiative, is going to be well supported. I'm sure people love a bit of a let down type activity after a long hard day of running, and I hope that the not only the people involved in the event today, the runners, but also the rest of the community get involved in that. And it's a real festival atmosphere. That's what you'd love to see with these fun runs. And ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to just recap what we saw today. A dominant performance from Jack Rayner in the Burnie 10, making it back-to-back in 2023, just over the 29 minutes. He controlled that race from start to finish. So a big congratulations to the winner, Jack Rayner, of the 2023 Strait Link Burnie 10. And in the women's, it was Sinead Diver, third time lucky, the super mum, the Australian marathon record holder, taking out her first Burnie 10 and winning it quite comfortably in the end by some margin over former winner Caitlin Adams. And that concludes the live stream footage, certainly from both myself and Sean. Thanks very much, Sean. First time working together. I heard your great work at the Run the Bridge, but great to have you on board for the 2023 Strait Link Burnie 10.
It's great to be here, and obviously great going to be back for the 40th edition in 2024, and what an event that'll be, recognising the people who've worked on the event in the past, the legends that have been here. Hopefully we get a nice strong elite field. We've got Jack Rayner already saying he's back, so that's part of the way there.
And a great morning of distance running, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning to you all. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we look forward to seeing you again in 2024.
Our McCafe blend isn't just barista crafted across Australia. Our beans are also sourced from Kenya, Honduras, Ethiopia and Brazil, then roasted in Melbourne. Just another reason it's coffee fit for an Aussie.
Stability never felt better. First 5 miles, you're warming up. Long runs, even longer runs, you can run through it. Adaptive stability and premium comfort. The Gel Kayano 30 shoe. Nothing feels better.